Are you looking to retire in Palm Springs, California? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you some of the most important information that you need to know before arriving. My name's Tommy Jordan, your Palm Springs area realtor. Make sure you stay tuned to the very end of this video because that fact I'm going to be sharing with you can mean all the difference on where you even live in the Palm Springs area. It's actually one of the most important things, so you got to stay tuned. So let's take a look here at the Palm Springs area, or as a lot of people know it, the Coachella Valley. And we're going to be talking about Palm Springs, but also just the overall valley, because there are a lot of wonderful cities for you to live. And that's the first thing I want to share with you today. Actually, that was perfect. I just rolled right into it. Palm Springs is a wonderful city, and there's a lot of many non-gated areas in Palm Springs. You have Old Las Palmas, Movie Colony, Historic Tennis Club, the Mesa, that whole South Palm Springs area with Andreas Hills. I mean, many wonderful communities. But I would have to say the thing about Palm Springs, there are a lot of neighborhoods, but you don't really get that country club lifestyle with gated and clubhouse, golf course, all of that. So if you're looking for that, you're going to be maybe looking in Rancho Mirage or Indian Wells or Palm Desert or La Quinta. Those areas might be better suited for you. The second thing I would like to share with you is that most of the desert are 55 plus areas. You don't have to live in a Del Webb community like Sun City, Shadow Hills over here, or this other Del Webb community, Sun City, Palm Desert, to be in a 55 plus community. Sure, you could live in one of these communities, and I'll share with you later on in the video why that might make sense for you. But I have a lot of people who are looking in Palm Desert or Rancho Mirage or La Quinta, and they're like, does this community have a lot of children? There's not a lot of families and young children in the valley. The median age across the valley is going to be in the 60s, okay? So 65, 67, that's going to be the normal age, and that's what you're going to see when you're at El Paseo, shopping and dining. That's the average age, and that's what attracts a lot of people here, to be with like-minded people. And it's funny because I'm 34, but I've grown up coming here my entire life, and I love it. I like the slower pace of living, and it's just really nice and safe and clean. So that's what you get when you have a lot of retirees in the area. So if you're looking to move somewhere, I would say yes, of course. If you're in a 55 plus community, you won't have any children to deal with. But if you're in any community, say like in Palm Desert, you're in Monterey Country Club, or you're over here in Indian Wells and you're, for example, in Desert Horizons Country Club or Indian Wells Country Club. If you're in a country club and there's an HOA that's $500-$600 plus a month, you're just not going to see a lot of families because frankly, they just can't afford that. I would say where there's going to be families more or younger people are going to be the communities closer to the 10 freeway, because it's more affordable. And they're going to be more in the communities that aren't gated, the non-gated communities without the golf courses, without the country club. So if you're buying in any community that has a gate and an HOA and maybe a golf course or a clubhouse, you're not going to have to worry about children. So it's going to be basically a 55 plus community. And that's important because that's something that a lot of people don't know. The third thing that you need to know about moving to Palm Springs, California, and anywhere in the Palm Springs area is that it's going to be more expensive than Arizona or Florida. That's just something you have to know right off the bat. And in this video, I'm going to share with you why, in my opinion, it's worth it to be here and pay for our more expensive lifestyle. So for example, La Quinta, the median price home for a detached home is basically $1 million, $989,000. But don't be discouraged. Say you want a condo in La Quinta, it's only $535,000. Say you want a detached home in Palm Desert, it's a lot more affordable at $789,000. By the way, these market reports are in the description of this video if you want to see this data yourself. And condos in Palm Desert, $457,000. So that's one thing about the desert. There's something for everyone. Say you want to spend a little more money, be in a higher end community like Rancho Mirage. The median price of new listings right now is $1.4 million. So There's something for everyone. There's high end, there's lower end, there's everything in between. But overall, this is still going to be a lot more expensive than Arizona or Florida. But here's what I would have to say about that. And this is going to be the fourth fact. But before I get into that, if you're thinking about retiring here, I would love to help you. I'm helping retirees and just people move here every single day. And I have a good grasp on the valley going from Palm Springs all the way to Indio. And trust me, I could find the right community for you. So please reach out to me down below. Don't be shy. I'm a normal guy, sort of normal. So the fourth reason why you should consider living here over Arizona or Florida, and that's not what this video is about, but I thought it was good to just piggyback off of that. Living here, you could go from Palm Desert. This is a Google map. You could go from Palm Desert to Newport Beach, California, my second home. I love it there, in 2.5 hours. And it's actually a Friday today while I'm filming this. So that's amazing. That is really fast. Living here in the Coachella Valley, you have Orange County, you have San Diego. For example, say you want to go to San Diego, 2 hours and 26 minutes. You just cut right here. You go up Highway 74 right by Palm Desert and you go through Temecula. There's even like little wine country up there. I mean, living in the Palm Springs area and retiring here, you have all these really fun places to visit in California, but at half the cost. Because if I was going to show you a detached home in Newport Beach, it'd be $4 million at least. And I'm going to actually piggyback off that. This video is just rolling today. I'm just feeling it. So the next thing you need to know is the weather. Yes, it gets hot here in the summer months, but that actually helps keep a lot of people out during the summer months. The town slows down. It's actually sort of nice. You get to love it. And my mom, love you, mom, if you're watching. My mom, she's at that like retiring age, okay? And they moved here from Orange County. And they actually love it here. My mom loves that, unlike San Clemente, where I went to school, high school, grew up. Unlike San Clemente, where in the summer months, it could be cloudy, even in like July or August. Out here, it's always sunny. And I've heard as you get older, the sun's good on your bones, and it's just good for everyone, for our mood. Here's a chart of the weather throughout the year. So you could see in January, the average temperature is in the 70s and sunny and beautiful. April, May, you're getting in the 88 and 90s. And then if you see June, July, August, 104, 108, 107. Yes, that's hot, but it's a dry heat and it's actually not that bad. We're not shoveling snow. We're not dealing with tornadoes. The last big earthquake, knock on wood, was 30 years ago. On average, it might be 104. Yes, does it get to 120 degrees? It does, and it's sort of miserable. And that's when you go to Newport Beach or Santa Barbara or anywhere else that's fun in California. The fifth thing you need to know if you're retiring in the Palm Springs area, and by the way, I decided to add a sixth thing added on, so make sure you stay tuned because that one's even more important than this one. But the fifth fact that I want you to know is that if you are looking to live a more affordable life, like say you're tempted to go to Arizona or Florida because of how expensive it is, this one thing right here could tip the scales for you and make it possible for you to live here. I kid you not. If you look at this map, you have Palm Desert, Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, all of that on the west side of the valley. But if you go east, you have La Quinta, the city of La Quinta, Bermuda Dunes, Indio, and so you have three major cities that people retire at. La Quinta, Bermuda Dunes, and Indio. So these three cities are east of Washington Street, and basically east of Washington, you're on IID. IID is the Imperial Irrigation District. It was created for the farmers out in the valley that grow palm trees and dates and all of that fun stuff. Electricity costs are going to be your major utility costs, your major expense. Water, gas, all of that is pretty cheap, believe it or not. But electricity for an 1,800 square foot home, I mean, it could go to $500 a month in the summer. But if you're on IID, the cost, and I've compared this with clients who live in IID, many clients, your cost could be $250. It's literally almost half of the cost. I mean, I just was talking to my brother-in-law and he compared his house to my mother-in-law and father-in-law's house, IID non versus SoCal Edison. SoCal Edison is what everyone's on if you're not on IID, and it was double the cost. So if you're looking to, you say you have a fixed income, you have Social Security or, whatever you live on, when you retire. I'm far from retiring, but to really help your costs every month, live on this side of the valley, and that will make all the difference. Now, the sixth bonus that I'm sharing with you, and I'm really excited, is that HOAs are expensive out here, but you could live in more affordable HOAs. So for example, I have two homes right here. One home in Indio. So this is actually in Sun City, Shadow Hills. So one of the 55 plus communities. And even if you're not interested in a 55 plus community, listen to this part because you could see the difference with HOA cost. Both similar priced homes, okay? And then we have this home in Mission Hills Country Club, a wonderful community in Rancho Mirage. Both are great communities. I've helped people move to both of them actually and sell homes as listings. So let's first look at the home in Sun City, the 55 plus. We're going to go to listing details and we're going to go to more information. And we're going to look at the HOA price for this home. The HOA price for this home is $369. See, 55 plus communities are so affordable because there's so many homes and there's just that 55 plus discount. Living in Sun City, Shadow Hills, they have golf courses, clubhouses, events, so much value for under $400. If you go elsewhere in the valley, that same HOA fee will be double. But then on top of that, with certain communities like in Indian Wells or Rancho Mirage, the more high-end communities, you'll have a social membership as well on top of that fee. So it could be an $800 HOA and then an $800 social membership. So let's look at Mission Hills. This home in Mission Hills right here, similar priced home, and you're getting less of a home in Rancho Mirage than Indio, but that's something I could share with you if you give me a call and I could help you understand the difference, the value for the homes. So let's go to listing details. See, there's just so much to share with you. So let's scroll down. So this HOA is $840 a month, but wait, there's more. This home has a land lease, and land leases are more common in Rancho Mirage and Palm Springs. So if you're not buying in those two communities, you won't have to deal with it. And that's something that I could help you with getting information for. This land lease is $800 a month. So not only do you have the HOA of $800 a month, you also have a land lease of $800 a month. Your HOA with the land lease is $1,600 a month. And that's without utilities and property taxes. That's just something I like to tell people. Buying in the Palm Springs area, whatever your budget is, you can make it happen. It just depends on what you're looking for. You could be in higher end communities where you get less home for the money and also HOA fees are a lot higher as well. Or you could live in a community like Trilogy Polo Club in Indio. They're brand new homes and the HOA is a fraction of the cost. But whatever you're looking to do, make sure you reach out to this guy because I have a lot more information than this and I would love to help you. I'm helping people move here every single day and it's a lot of fun. So thank you for watching. And if you want to learn more about the Coachella Valley, watch this playlist right here.